Hello and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Me in My Kitchen Space. In today's episode, let's make some goat curry, and I'm sure you're going to love it by the time you're done. So from this corner, I have some cooking oil. This is all-purpose flour, about 1 tablespoon. This is my coriander, the leaves and the stalks. I have some spices here, and here I have oregano, dried oregano and dried rosemary. I have some paprika. I have some curry powder because we are definitely making a goat curry, ginger and garlic paste, and I've done this in a previous episode. I have my capsicum, I have my onions, I have my goat meat, I have my soy sauce and some salt over here. And without further ado, let's get started. So I'll start by coating my goat meat with some flour, and as I've mentioned, I have some all-purpose flour, and this is because I want my stew to be very thick. So I'll start by adding some salt, kiasi tu, and then I'll go in with my flour. Then I'm going to toast this and make sure that all the pieces of meat are well coated with the flour. So if at all you had already washed your meat like I have done, you need to first dry your meat, and I dried mine using my kitchen towel. So at this point, you can see that the meat is well coated. Then I'm going to proceed to the other side, and I'll show you what to do next. So I'll start by heating my pan, and once my pan is hot enough, I'm going to go in with some oil. So I've added about 1.5 tablespoons of oil. And then I'm also going to let this become hot. Then I can go in with my pieces of meat. And for this stage, we are just going to brown each and every side of the meat. And this is just to help form a coating so that our soup can be thick. So make sure that all the pieces of meat are touching the surface of the pot. So this is about 4 minutes later, and you can see we have some brown coating. So I'm going to remove this because we were not cooking our meat at this particular point. We were just looking for this brown color. So I'm going to transfer it back to my plate. This is what we have, and I'm going to set it aside, and then I'll go in with my onions. I'm going to saute these onions before I can go in with my other ingredients. And I've also noticed that I forgot to mention that I'll be using some tomato paste. Then I'll go in with some ginger and garlic paste. I'll cook this for about a minute. I'm also going to go in with my coriander stems. Then I'm going to go in with my tomato paste and also my capsicum. So I'm going to leave this for garnishing as well as the coriander leaves. So I'm going to cook this for about another minute so that the tomato paste can cook before I can go in with my beef. So now my tomato paste has cooked a little bit, and it's at this point I'm going to add in my meat and also the juices. Then I'm also going to go in with my spices. Then I'm going to toast this for about a minute. Then I can add some water and let this cook for about roughly 30 to 35 minutes on medium-low heat. So I'm basically toasting so that my spices can toast and they can release more flavor. So I'm also going to add in some rico. I almost forgot about it. Wow, this looks like a very tasty dry fry, right? But we are not making a dry fry into this recipe. So you can see the importance of coating our meat with some flour. Yeah, inakaa fiti sana. So now that my spices have already toasted, I'm going to add in some water. And at this point, you can smell all the spices that we have toasted. So I'm just going to add in just a little bit more water. Yeah, like that, just to cover it. I'm going to taste for salt, so if at all it needs to be adjusted. I'm going to cover this and let it cook on medium-low heat for about 30 to 35 minutes. So this is many minutes later, and you can see that our curry is now looking very tasty at this point, and this is because of the flour that we added. So at this point, I think my meat is already done because goat meat is not that. I'm going to add some little bit of soy sauce. Remember, I'm just adding soy sauce to enhance the color, so you can add as much or as little as you wish. And you can notice that the color has already deepened. Oh, this is best for serving rice. You can also serve with ugali, as I am doing. So I'm going to give this about an extra like 3 to 4 minutes so that my soy sauce can incorporate into the flavors. And yeah, I'll be back to garnish it and plate. So because we are making a curry, I'm going to leave it at this point, and this is ready for serving. Oh, this looks amazing. As you've seen, it was that easy making this delicious goat curry, and let's dig in. Wow, look at this. The flavors are wow, wow. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll definitely see you in my next one. Bye.